Today I'm going to introduce you to some organelles. Our agenda is I'm going to walk you through what an organelle is anyway, and then 2 examples of organelles, along with their structure, function, and an associated disease with their malfunction. I'm going to give you a summary, show you my works cited, and overall this will be fun. So wait, what is an organelle anyway? You may be asking, just like this cute dog. So organelles do the work of the cells. Each structure has a job to do, keeps the cell alive, thus keeping you alive. First, we'll look at the mitochondria, which is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria are oval-shaped, double membrane organelles that have their own DNA and ribosomes. Cellular respiration occurs here to release energy for the cell, known as ATP. They are bound by a double membrane and have their own strain of DNA. ATP represents the short-term stored energy of the cell, and cellular respiration is the process of making ATP using the chemical energy found in glucose and other nutrients. So how does the structure of mitochondria affect its function? Muscle cells have a very high concentration of mitochondria that produce ATP. Your muscle cells need a lot of energy to keep your body moving as you work out and just get through the day. When your cells don't get enough oxygen, they do not make a lot of ATP. Instead, the small amounts of ATP they make in the absence of oxygen is accompanied by the production of lactic acid. So what happens if mitochondria isn't functioning properly? Well, this can lead to the If the mitochondria isn't functioning properly, this can lead to being diagnosed with a disease such as the Alpers disease. Now, this is a progressive neurodevelopmental mitochondria DNA depletion syndrome. And DNA depletion syndromes are a genetically and clinically heterogeneous group of recessive disorders that are characterized by severe reduction in mtDNA content, leading to impaired energy production in affected tissues and organs. So with the Alpers disease, most individuals do not show symptoms at birth and develop normally for weeks to years before the onset of symptoms. Diagnosis is established by testing for the POG gene. Next, we'll learn about lysosomes, aka the cleanup crew, as SpongeBob is showing us. Lysosomes are spherical, membrane-bound organelles that are generated by the Golgi apparatus. They are known as the garbage disposal of the cell, and a lysosome has 3 main functions: the breakdown and digestion of macromolecules known as carbs, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids, cell membrane repairs, and responses against foreign substances such as bacteria, viruses, and other antigens. So when you get sick, lysosomes are working to make sure you are well. How does the structure of lysosomes affect its function? So they contain numerous hydrolytic enzymes which catalyze hydrolase reactions. The membrane surrounding the lysosome is vital to ensure that these enzymes do not leak out into the cytoplasm and damage the cell from within. The enzymes contained within the lysosome allow foreign particles to be destroyed. Lysosomes play an important role in phagocytosis, a type of endocytosis shown over here, whereby a cell engulfs a particle to form an internal compartment called a phagosome. These enzymes are critical in oxygen-independent killing mechanisms. So this is how it works when you're sick, against pathogen entry. So what happens if lysosomes malfunction? This can cause the development of Tay-Sachs disease, known as TSD. This is a lysosome storage disorder caused by a mutation in a gene on chromosome 15, which codes hex A. This enzyme usually breaks down liquids, but without hex A, it accumulates inside lysosomes instead of neurons. This results in decreased muscle tone, visual difficulties, and even seizures. Symptoms begin by 3 to 6 months and proceeding to, unfortunately, death by age 4. There is no specific treatment for TSD. Treatment is just directed towards the specific symptoms. So what did we learn today? The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Lysosomes are the cleaning crew of the cell. The proper function of organelles is crucial to our survival and well-being. If these organelles malfunction, this can cause the production of disease or disorder. And here are my works cited.